Today I'm going to be doing some mod reviews, reviewing some of my favorite mods in all of Minecraft. I'm Gio, and this is Gio and Lucci. All mods used are going to be on this app right here. Alright, so we're going to start off here with one of my favorites, the Road Builder, Rail Builder, and other assorted heavy machinery. I use it in one of my great creative worlds that I'll reveal to you guys once we get to 500 subscribers. But yeah, I really like this and it works very well. This mod was made by MNO. These are some information about how you make them in survival mode and how to use them. As we started off with our first piece of machinery, it's the drill miner. As you can see here, this thing will literally drill through pretty much everything. I mean, it can go through plants, but it could also go through anything. Right now I'm only going through dirt and grass, but it can also go through stone and all those deep layers underground. That's usually what it's made for, but I'm just doing it up here just to show you how quick and how many blocks it breaks. I mean, it's astronomical. It really is. We now have the concrete truck, which will place 3 different things. They have the darker to lighter concrete. To get the lighter amount of concrete, you have to place a block of iron. To get to the middle, like the grayish level, you use gold. And then to get to the darkest level that looks more like a pavement, like the darkest, blackest, grayest, to get that one you have to use lapis lazuli. On to our next one, we have the riding mower. If you put in some grass fuel, it will actually make grass over everything except for water. When you go into water, it will not make grass, it will not turn water into grass. That is one of the downsides of it. However, it does place torches, which is cool, and it will run out of fuel after a while, so every once in a while you have to refuel it with the grass fuel, one of the things that comes with these mods. Once you get in it, if you go over other land, you can see that it will start placing grass over other things, and yes, you can pretty much go over air, but it will not place in water and over. You can obviously ride over water, but it cannot be on top of water. You cannot change water into grass with this mod. However, it is very useful if you want to just change other blocks. You can even change air. If there's space, you can change that like I'm doing here. Or you could just go on the ground and change something like a different block. Another thing you can do with the riding mower that actually costs no fuel is you can literally just, mow the grass. And again, this costs no fuel. You can pretty much just do this however you'd like, as much as you'd like. However, the other thing does cost fuel. So that's also a cool feature. Our next one here is the paving machine, which if you put lapis lazuli inside of it, it will place these little slabs here, which cover over grass and other materials to make kind of a road. I think it's pretty cool, and it's a nice little feature. And if you were to place iron block into this, it would actually change into bricks, so it would place bricks. Another way you can make a road with this, it has 2 modes, which is the one of these 2, and yeah. Now also, if you don't put anything into this, a trick I like is you can actually use it as a car. It is pretty loud, but you can actually use it as a car. Unless you get other car mods installed, you can use it as a car. Now, you see what's happening here is the blocks under the water is becoming bricks, but the actual water is not becoming bricks. And to finish it off, today we have 2 more. We have the rail builder here that will, I have to insert iron into it, iron block, and it will make literal rails. So every once in a while it will place a redstone torch along with, as you can see there, with the bigger ones. And then finally we also have the fence builder, which does what it says, builds a fence. If you insert a iron block into it, it will make a 2-block high iron fence, which I think is pretty cool. As you can see, I'm going on this diagonal angle, and then once I'm done, it actually looks pretty cool. And there's little to no errors. And then if you place, they're all green. If you place lapis lazuli inside of it, it will just make a 1-block high fence that you would use in a farm scenario. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. I give this a 5-star rating.